to try and make a play down tight at the end zone.
Ravens fans making some noise. Taylor throws for Mechie. Mechie at the 5, dives, and he is in. Touchdown! John Mechie with his second touchdown of the season with the Jets. And New York takes a 6-0 lead. Jets still substituting. Ravens break the huddle quickly. Jackson takes the snap. Henry up the middle. Henry's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Just what the doctor ordered for the Ravens. Out of the locker room and into the lead. Lamar hands it to Henry, walks it in for a touchdown. So John Harbaugh rolls the dice after Aaron Glenn rolled the dice on 4th down and came up empty.
Love 3 for 3 on this opening drive. Emmanuel Wilson, who got his first touchdown of the season last week. Straight ahead, got hit at the line, kept on churning and got in. Green Bay in the end zone on their first drive of the day.
Blake Cashman has him dead to rights in the hole, and Wilson just runs him over. They're in a position and just put your team at such a bad spot on the road.
2nd and goal. Wilson again reaches for the goal line. Packers make him pay. 2nd touchdown for Emmanuel Wilson. And it's a 2-score lead for Green Bay. And it's the 2nd week in a row.
Puka Nacua said the length of play calls, it's like the Harry Potter book. 1st and goal from the 1. Kyren Williams, the back. Stafford, Devontae, Adams, got it, touchdown. NFL touchdown reception leader. There's another one.
There's almost no way, Mike, he got outside.
You want one for game 500? Get a big 500 chain?
Only if you're buying.
It's all iced up. 2nd and 13. Mayfield fires. Did he hang on? Durant took it away. Durant's on the run. Down the sideline. Kobe Durant looking to cut inside. Touchdown. Otten bobbled it. Durant stole it. Great hustle by the Rams to throw a finishing block. LA leads 13-0. Third and goal. Stafford, rocket to the end zone, touchdown Parkinson. Just a perfect start for the Rams. Nightmare start for the Buccaneers.
So you want to...
Second and 4. Mayfield, the middle of the field. Touchdown brought in by Johnson. He is here. He is in the end zone. And his Bucs are on the board.
How about that? Tez comes right back for really throughout the course of the year.
From 24, high snap that he brings down. Devontae Adams got another one. Touchdown Rams. Into the tunnel he goes. All the way up the tunnel. Chasing down all of his records.
Thought he's going back to Green Bay for a minute there.
Ben Brown still at the left guard. Second down, 4, and that is picked off on the play. Grabbed by Geno Stone. Blockers ahead, including Knight. He is in on a pick 6. 33-yard return.
Well, as I said, Drake May hasn't looked himself on the run, got the first down.
Henry, the tight end, led him in receptions a year ago. Here we go, 1st and 10, escaping traffic. Wide open, Henry. That's a Patriot touchdown. 28-yard touchdown pass. Henry's 5th touchdown reception of the season.
Well, that's the answer the Patriots needed, and getting Drake May into some kind of rhythm. They run a clear out with a post on the back.
2nd down and 5 for the quarterback, Joe Flacco. Super Bowl MVP with Baltimore. Brooks was the back. Flacco will go underneath. Oh, it's picked off. That's a pick 6. Kiss him goodbye. Marcus Jones. Our 2nd pick 6 in this one. Going each way. And New England has captured the lead for the first time today.
Well, this is back-to-back weeks with a pick 6 for Joe Flacco, and this one's all on him. He looks to push the ball up the field.
They take him off in a cart. They'll try to follow up. 1st and 10 with Flacco to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Mitchell Tinsley.
Well, no Higgins, no Yosivas, no Jamar Chase. Who was going to be the guy to step up? And Tinsley that time, one-on-one against their best corner.
They're going to use a tight end as a fullback in the backfield.
3rd down and 2 on the toss. Singletary back to Winston. And now Winston fires downfield into the end zone. Touchdown, Wan'Dale Robinson.
Kenny, what a call by Mike Kafka. Seen him actually off the ball playing linebacker.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Gets it into the hands of St. Brown, and he forces his way into the end zone for a Lions touchdown. All right, thanks, Megan. Great stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Empty backfield, 3rd down and 8. As Winston throws to the end zone, it is caught for a touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins.
Let's see if he got both feet in. I know the officials signaled touchdown. Said the same thing, playing outstanding football for them.
On 1st and goal, it is Gibbs, reaches across, touchdown.
If you're going to keep picking up 4 or 5 yards and allowing us to get 4 or 5 yards, he'll just run the ball all the way down into the end zone.
I hear you. Now we hear him. Another trick play as Olszewski throws. It's caught. Olszewski with the pass into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Jameis Winston. Wow.
Unreal. Can he keep getting after him as if it was 0-0?
Right, the blown leads have been well documented. There's Gibbs. Belton couldn't bring him down. Holland chasing after him. And Jahmyr Gibbs is into the end zone for a Lions touchdown, 49 yards.
This is the same. And I don't see him on the sideline, so I'm going to keep watching that.
Here's Gibbs on first down. Jahmyr Gibbs across midfield. One man to beat. Inside the 20, the 10. Touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. In overtime. Remember, the Giants will have an opportunity. Gibbs takes it 69 yards.
And that's why I mentioned Dexter Lawrence not being in the game. There was nobody to plug the
fewest offensive plays per game, and they have the most plays on defense. Williams, a strike to DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. The turnover turns into Ogbongbemiga steps in. Signed as a free agent last year by Chicago. First and goal for the Steelers. Rudolph swings it out. DK Metcalf turns it upfield and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tremendous answer by Pittsburgh.
Backed up on this one. We'll see what they do.
Second and long. Here's Williams in the pocket. Williams trying to get out of the pocket. He won't. Loses the ball, and the Steelers jump on top of it. It's a touchdown, and it's T.J. Watt.
I'm not sure what Caleb was trying to do there. Either tuck the ball away or throw it, one or the other. You can't just let it hang out there like that when you got a defender in your face wrapped all around you.
So, 11th play of the drive for the Bears. 3rd and 5, 4 minutes to go, first half. Williams throws it, and it's caught for the touchdown. Loveland carries a defender with him for the score. Second of the day for Caleb Williams. First and goal inside the 1. Pitch it to Warren. Nobody there. Warren, touchdown. Penalty marker on the play.
This might be offside on the defense.
Offside. Defense number 94. Lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty is declined. Result of the play. Touchdown.
And that touchdown is going to stick for Jalen. Now has 170 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns. Turns this into a 3rd and manageable. Flags are down. Williams downfield. Open man. Touchdown. DJ Moore.
Offside. Defense number 33.
The Bears go back in front.
Result of the play. Touchdown.
Jack Sawyer was offsides. Kima Nungai in there. Shotgun for Williams. Handoff. Manungai. He's a hammer. Touchdown, Bears.
Don't even need the 4th down. Just follow that interior of the offensive line that has been together all year long and done such a great job. Because of how important those 7 points are, how tough it is to get down there. It benefits you more to try and get the 7 than to settle for the 3 now.
From the gun, double clutch, touchdown, Freiermuth. And that's a BB from Mason Rudolph. Steelers get the score. Long drive, they cap it off.
192 net rushing yards last week. Etienne doing it as a receiver. Etienne gonna bust his way in for the Jacksonville touchdown. No flags. And how about that for a 1-2 punch?
Drive the field for a touchdown. There's a chance right now to get a 3rd down, heat up that pass rush. Josh Sweat, Calais Campbell, Walter Owen. Can somebody put some pressure on Trevor Lawrence to get your defense off the field?
They got 7 guys on the line of scrimmage. They end up rushing 5. Lawrence lit up. Football is loose. And the Cardinals with Walter Nolan in for the touchdown. It was Jalen Thompson coming around the edge, putting a lick on Lawrence.
Well, this is going to be cool. They were flying around and really dialed into the run game.
On 2nd and goal, Cardinals leading on the ground attack, and they are in. Nay for the Cardinals touchdown. And Arizona gets its first lead of the afternoon.
Well, this is...
Game has always come naturally to Myers, of course, the one-time quarterback.
You've got to keep your eyes, Spiro, on Lawrence scrambling with his legs on 3rd down.
Heavy blitz. Lawrence has to work quickly into the end zone. It's Myers for the touchdown. High-level play by Lawrence. Knew the pressure was coming, and he delivers. Jacksonville retakes the lead.
Well, you're right. As good as it gets. Under heavy heat, free rusher, 0 coverage, and he throws this football, getting pressure on Jacoby Brissett on 3rd downs.
Would be about a 57-yard attempt from here. That's going to be a 1st down and more. Darch going to stroll in for the Cardinals touchdown. 39 on the catch and run, and Arizona retakes the lead.
Boy, how good is this?
Lawrence has done so far in the drive, as we are now inside of 4 minutes. Play action, Lawrence to the end zone. Lawrence finding Washington with a surgical pass. Jacksonville in front as this seesaw battle continues in Glendale.
Oh, Spiro, that's...
Snap. Looks like Judkins takes the direct snap. If you're Raiders, you're thinking run all the way. Maybe the Browns have a surprise pass off of it.
Whiteheart, the tight end, is in the backfield. Judkins will keep it himself. Judkins with a burst inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown, Browns. Excellent blocking on the right side of the offensive line, and the Browns are on the board.
But to throw it on the move, 40-plus yards in the air like that was pretty darn impressive.
Extra lineman in Jenkins, left side of the offensive line. Direct snap coming to Judkins. And here he goes again. He scored earlier. He lowers his shoulder to the goal line. Touchdown, Browns. 2nd Wildcat run of the day for Cleveland.
And this time the key block was Blake. Makes the defense declare who the known blitzers are. Here comes Sampson. Raiders are not showing pressure.
And they go to Sampson out of the backfield. He's got 2 tight ends blocking on the outside. He's got room. He bursts inside Raiders territory. 1 man to beat. He won't be caught. Touchdown, Sampson. 66 yards. One rookie to another. It is the first touchdown pass in Shedeur Sanders.
Less than 10 seconds left on the play clock.
4th down and 2. They have not been able to convert on 4th down today. Geno Smith looking toward the end zone. Pass complete to Genty. He's in. Score. Touchdown, Raiders. And a huge sigh of relief from Geno Smith as he completed that touchdown pass. It's 24-9.
About Jackson Smith and Jigba, but don't forget about that guy right there. I mean, he's on this Seahawks team. Not a lot of stats this year, but really a great asset that they've brought in.
Darnold with time going up top for Jackson Smith, and Jigba drops it in the bucket, and he will backpedal for a touchdown. What a throw. What a catch. 6 on the board from 63 out.
This is what this offense does. And now getting back to some of those explosive pass plays.
On On 2nd and 4, play action. Darnold to the end zone. Smith-Njigba with his second touchdown of the day. 13 yards, and Seattle storms down the field to grab 6 out of the locker room.
Quick touchdown to start the second half here.
First punt of the day for Michael Dixon. DK. Backpedaling. Great punt by Dixon all the way to the 12. DK trying to get to the outside. He does. He's got a wall of blockers. DK to midfield and beyond. All the way down the sidelines. DK will take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. A special teams play from 90 yards for 6. His second this season. He had a 67-yarder against the Chargers. Now a 90-yarder to put a touchdown on the board. Good response brewing by Seattle here. 1st and goal at the 5. Darnold back to Charbonnet. Bouncing to the edge. Charbonnet towards the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. 5-yard scamper for Zach Charbonnet. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks with a big-time response. 0 for 1 in the red zone today. 1st and goal. The fake. Ward on the keep. Weaving up the middle. Airborne to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. With 1st and goal at the 1.
And they've got to score quickly here. So this needs to be thrown into the end zone. You got to stay away from the run here in case it gets stuffed.
Ward on the rollout, fires to the end zone, and it's DK with the touchdown. 2nd touchdown catch of the year for Chimere Dike. And the Titans within 7.
How well the matchup on the perimeter goes will go a long way in deciding who wins.
Hit 10 different receivers last week. Meanwhile, picking and threading his way is Cook. He's out in front, and Cook will take it all the way for a touchdown. 45 yards for James Cook, who is now over 1,000 for the season.
Well, we're used to seeing this rookie tight end Jackson Halls make big blocks, but slow down Nick Chubb. They're going to go a little tempo here.
2nd down goal. Play fake. Pass. Wide open. Touchdown. Christian Kirk pulls it in.
I really like how Nick Caley, the offensive back out to about the 30, and they got to settle for a field goal instead of the touchdown.
Instead of it being probably 17-9, it's 13-9. Bills get the ball at the end of the half, and they get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Ray Davis to run the kickback. Spinning, still on his feet. Out past the 40. He's out in front. Nobody's going to chase him down all the way for a touchdown. 98 yards. And plenty of Buffalo fans here tonight, and you can hear them.
What an amazing job here, not just obviously by Ray Davis, but when you take a peek at this, he runs into the back of one of his own players.
Goal. No timeouts. Mills to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Higgins. Flag is down. A flag is down. Jaden Higgins for the moment. Here we go again. The flag is down to the 7-yard line.
I think that's on the defense. In 39, the rookie, and it's actually not the rookie. It's going to be
Interference defense, number 39.
it's Cam Lewis. What a job of finishing. And I just talked about how Davis Mills says calm eyes and calm feet.
Game, 16 touchdowns, 19 trips. Here's Jennings. And he's going to take it in after breaking tackles. Touchdown 49ers. Corners in this game. 2nd down and 3. Play number 13 on this drive. Tossed to McCaffrey. Gets blocking and a touchdown. From 12 yards out, he
going to break to the middle. Instead, he went outside.
Little shoulder fake, end zone shot. He's got the rookie touchdown, McMillan, and the Panthers are back in it. Teterow is 5th. And a 29-yard touchdown throw from Bryce Young as the offense who can.
Saints looking for a stop. Falcons have the best streak in the red zone of the NFL going. Cousins, pressure picked up, end zone shot, touchdown. David Sills. Falcons extend the lead, and an excellent job by the offensive line to pick up the pressure. Sills with the touchdown, the first of his NFL.
For those linebackers to run and make tackles.
Robinson's back in. Here comes an extra body. Robinson picks up the pressure, and that ball is out of the hands of Kyle Pitts, and it's the veteran Justin Reed with the move and the touchdown. His first in 7 years, and the Saints are right back in it. Longest play of the game right there, 33 yards, takes him into New Orleans territory. Fake to Robinson. Cousins wants to take a shot. It's Mooney. It is caught. It's a touchdown. Shades of 2024 as Cousins finds Mooney for the touchdown. 49 yards.
A lot of good options for him. Goddard, usually down here in the red area, is a great matchup for him.
Hurts throwing end zone. A.J. Brown, touchdown, Eagles.
Dangerous offense when Hurts plays in rhythm.
A.J. Brown in the slot. Hard to miss him with the fluorescent shoes on. Hurts, designer run, up the middle he goes, Jalen Hurts, still going, he's in, touchdown.
You hear that? Communication at the line of scrimmage. They show empty.
Heavily shoved. Dean Blandino loves it. Got stopped a few times last week versus the Lions. Here they're on the half-yard line. Hurts, shove forward. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Going to let the clock roll here. They got plenty of time with every one of their timeouts. Prescott looking to throw. Corner. Touchdown, Pickens. But they've got 10 today, most on the year. First and goal, Dallas. Prescott rolling, looking, throwing, caught, touchdown. Brevin Spann Ford.
That play is...
Second and 7. Cowboys can get a first down at the 1. Prescott thinking about running. Is he going to get there? Gets a block. Prescott flies in. Touchdown.
This is a tall task. Now, second to go, back at the 6. Jones looking and connecting for the touchdown. It's Michael Pittman Jr.
Daniel Jones looks so comfortable. You could just tell this is not too big for him. That was one of the areas, this monster game. Can he do it to the players? They built this incredibly well.
Second and goal.
But that guy has stopped some big plays before. Is Chris Jones going to do it here?
Ogletree in motion. Jones looking up top. Throws back in the end zone. Are the feet down? Yes! It is Ogletree with the touchdown grab.
What another play design, and also a big-time throw. You know, the entire Chiefs team is going to be over by Warren. They're going big again. Extra O-lineman in the game, playing tight end.
Look at all these in the backfield. Here's the handoff. Hunt up and over for the touchdown. And Kareem has a touchdown for the 4th straight game.